Hey, what's up? You got time for a beer? I do. What I've got tonight is the Oktoberfest by Old Nation Brewing Company. It's New Brew Thursday, so we got that going for us. Cat's here. She's doing all right. So Old Nation, just down the road here in Williamson. German style fest lager. Usually, Old Nation makes a bunch of super good of the IPAs that everybody likes, the ones that aren't bitter. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been a little absent the last week or so, or more. So last Thursday, super early in the morning, I posted a video on New Brew Thursday. It was great. And then the next day, wow, I got vertigo. First time ever, no idea what caused it. It was intense. One minute I'm doing my job at work, and then the next minute the room is spinning around. Still dealing with some effects from it, because, well, when you don't know what it is, you don't really know how to treat it. There are exercises that I do now pretty much daily, usually more than once a day, that do help. You'd think that they'd have medications, but if they don't know what it is really that's causing the vertigo, not a whole lot they can do for it. So I've got medications that I'm not really taking because my doctor said, it's a brain thing, really. If your brain realizes what's going on, it might just stop you from spinning. And while between the exercises and the not taking the medication, things have gotten better. But mostly it just feels like I'm hungover all the time. Like that worst hangover that you had to go to work with. Yeah, like that all the time. Like usually you get a hangover and you work through it and you're fine in a day or so. Like halfway through your workday, you're okay. Feeling lots better. These ones, the spinning and a little bit of nauseousness, not a whole lot, but just that constant headache and feeling run down all the time. So I haven't been drinking recently. This is my first beer since that coffee beer that I had from Guinness, which was really good. I don't think it made me have vertigo though, so it didn't mess me up that much. There's a lot of beer here, and I poured a big old head on this. It's supposed to be a 16-ounce glass, and this is 1 pint, so it should all fit eventually. Well, let's give this a taste. I mean, it's a German-style fest lager, so Marzen-ish. It's supposed to be like that. Pretty clear, ambery. I think that's the word. Tastes like an amber lager. Weird. A lot of these you expect a little bit of cracker. Not like some white dude, but like saltine or Ritz. This is a lot less buttery than Ritz, but it's still a bunch like that. It's darker than I was expecting, I think. But it's really good. Tastes like a lager, which is delicious. I like those. What else does it remind me of? It reminds me of going to Frankenmuth, because they have a bunch of beers that taste just like this in Frankenmuth, because, well, it's a German town where they do chicken dinners or all kinds of German food for all the time. It's good fun there. It looks German, very much German in this little town, but it's very American. which is okay. Because, I don't know, there are certain things about Germany that I would not like, but other things about Germany that might be a little bit better than here. From what I understand, the weather's about the same, so that's nice. So I'm not sure if I'm going to finish this off for you. Hopefully that's how this works out. We'll find out here, though. Just because I'm trying to take it kind of easy. I mean, if you had the spins all the time, you would try to do that too. It's not really the spins. It's just a headache. But if I move my head too quick, things take a little while to catch up. So it's not terrible, but I mean, I can deal with it, but it's not anything that I would wish on my worst enemy. From what I understand, people with vertigo tend to think about killing themselves often. And after the first 3 days of holding my bed tightly, I can understand why. If I couldn't get that to go away, I might consider that, but it went away for the most part. I still feel like crap most of the time, but it's only hampering my life a little bit. Could be worse, because it was. So there's that. So that's what my life was like for a solid week. I had to call in from Sunday until I went back the following Monday, because I had the Friday, Saturday off of work, and I was off that entire next week. And then I went back on the Sunday after I would have gotten back, or the Monday after I would have gotten back the first time. And this is the Thursday after that. So yeah, it's good to be back. Still a little bit less than what I was, probably about 70%, which is rough, but doable. I'm feeling good enough for a beer. Maybe not a whole beer today, though. We'll see how that works out. Because while this is delicious, it's getting harder and harder to drink. I would be super disappointed if having vertigo means that I can't drink anymore. I mean, it might mean that I have to cut down, like only 2 beers a week. Oh no. Which would be a lot better for my figure, because, it's a lot less calories. But also, it'd be sad. Beer makes me happy. I like it. I like it a lot. Brings people together. I mean, it's like not being able to have pasta or bread. Makes people sad. Makes me sad that people can't have those things. Be like not having cheese, which I probably shouldn't have cheese, but I do anyway, because it's a sad life without cheese or bread or beer or pasta. Sad, sad, sad. So we've had this going for a while. I'm going to guess more than 10 minutes, which is good. I'm not going to bore you anymore with more of this. My ranting about vertigo or being gluten or lactose intolerant. So I'm going to hit you with a quote, tell you that all of my social media stuff are tubajake_69. That's Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all them ones. And leave you with a quote. One I've got today is from Senator John McCain. He says, "In the end, it matters less that you can fight. What you fight for is the real test." Which, it's important. You should fight for things that mean things to you. Things like pasta and bread and beer and cheese. Or, things that are better. And there's not much better, because those things mean love. Aw, isn't that sweet? So I'm going to get out of here because, well, you might have had a beer. I will finish this, I promise. Next time, it will not be here. I'll see you sometime later. Maybe next week. Maybe sooner than that. We'll find out. So until next time, when you've got time for a beer, I have time for a beer. Let's have a beer.